It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hi, everyone. This is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. If you are in southeastern Wisconsin tonight, you know it is unbelievable summer weather today. So if you are joining us live, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch us and spend a little time with us. I'm here in the shop with Frank, here to answer your questions, show you lots and lots of good stuff. If you are watching this on the replay, I will be monitoring the comments, checking in with you, and whether you're watching it live or later, you'll be able to see all the great stuff that we have going on in the shop. So I have a new bundle of the week to show you. So if you are new to Must Sew TV, every Thursday night, we have been sharing with you what we call our bundle of the week. That's a curated pack of 12 different fat quarters that go together to do great things. I don't give you a specific project to do with the 12 fat quarters that I'm showing you, but over the course of our programs, I show you different amazing things you can do with 12 fat quarters, as well as they also just make great stash busting things. Now, the unique thing about our bundles of the week is that they are curated by me, and they typically span between designers and even manufacturers. Tonight's happens to be one particular collection, but in general, I have a little bit of a mashup that I do. And the big thing is that they are very limited quantities, and they have a special price. So 12 fat quarters together normally cost $39. Our special price for our bundle of the week is $24.99. So let's dive in to our great bundle of the week this week. So this bundle of the week is our Renew by Sweetwater. So we're going to talk about why this is all being put together so beautifully, and maybe there's a few pieces that you hadn't ever seen in the shop before, like, oh, I don't know, look at these amazing pieces of fabric. I don't recall having seen these before. Frank, had you seen these before? No, Frank has not seen them either, but they are in store now. So Frank and I had an opportunity to bring in some great value pieces to the shop, and we're able to share some amazing savings with you. So we're kicking off our showcase of that by sharing with you our Renew. And this is the bundle of the week. You'll find it in the front page of our website. I'm going to give you a link for that right now. And on the front part of our website, you will always see what our bundle of the week is while it's still available. I'm going to give you that link right now. Here we go. All right, so there it is. Cool, cool, cool. So how many of you love that Sweetwater fabric? Isn't it so pretty? And I just love the miniature scale that are on those prints, as well as the words. I just love words with fabric. So this leads us into, if I'm showing you this, does that mean that all of those beautiful fabrics are in the sale room at $8.99? Why, yes, it does. And we added, oh goodness, over 50 different fabrics that are new to the shop and in the $8.99 area, so really great value for you. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what some of those are because, well, you just have to see all those great things. So we restocked it with not only things that were in the store, but also things that we brought in because, well, it was just looking a little light, and we wanted to make sure that there's lots of great values for you, in addition to all the amazing new fabrics that are coming in. So I'm going to wheel a cart over. I didn't grab everything because, that's just too heavy. So we got in some really amazing, let's look overhead, Frank. We brought in some new new to us, some Bonnie and Camille. So some pieces from the One Fine Day. So really great palette here. And then this one here, this is from, well, this is One Fine Day as well. This is more traditional Bonnie and Camille colors that we had been familiar with. And then this one has that little bit of orange in it, so we have some great coordinates there. We still had some blenders in from the Layla Boutique flower pot, but we were able to bring in a couple more of the focus fabrics. So we have some florals in there, and you'll see how these fabrics work together with some other things I'm going to be showing you. But this is a reminder that we have flower pot in store. So there's a whole bunch of fabrics. I just brought a couple up to share with you. Another Layla Boutique that we had, and we hadn't had any of this line in before. We brought in some Love Note to share with you. So the fun thing about Moda here, so this is flower pot, okay? It plays really well with Love Note, and you can see the blender below here. And then we got in a whole bunch of the other pieces that go with it. Some hearts. I love this little patchwork piece. That could even be super fun if you were making some quilty thing, like some quilty project bags by using those miniature quilt blocks. That could be super fun. And some great flowers. These are great flowers here that you can play with if you're still working on making something amazing for Mother's Day. And then here's this other piece of Love Note, okay? So you can see my giant stack here. Now, seeing how everything plays together, because I want to show you how everything plays together, I'm going to bring up our Renew pack, okay? I'm going to kind of lay this on top here. Oh, it's not really doing so great laying on top. So Renew by Sweetwater. So Sweetwater and Layla Boutique are very, very, very different designers, but color-wise, stuff goes together. And so it's really fun to see how some of these things just really all play together. And as a reminder, this is in, you guessed it, our $8.99 section. Super, super awesome. Okay. What else do I have to share with you? Well, just a few more things from the cart that I just need to unstack first. So I see a couple of you have chimed in saying nice, and thank you to everyone who is watching and who liked and shared so that lots of other people can watch with us. I see Karen's watching from outside. How fun is that? All right. Then this one might blow your mind. So we not only got in some great feature fabrics, but we got in some really amazing blenders that are a super great deal. We had the opportunity to bring in all of these great hole punch. So Frank, let's look overhead again. Look at these Ruby Star, amazing, amazing blenders. They're so gorgeous. They go with everything. I don't know why they were on clearance available for me, but I scooped them up so that I could share them with you. Just look at them. They're just delicious. So some of them may have been colors we had in before. Some might be just brand new for us. Super pretty, all $8.99. And then I have in, because I found some white on white, how is it even possible that there are these great backgrounds? Oh my gosh. So we have here this basic gray one. We have this Stacy Eastshoe one. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, you know, Frank was like, should we put them in the regular price section? I said, no, let's make sure that they get a great deal. So just in time for your next stash building project, or if you, not stash, just your next project. And finally, other little cool ditsies here. This is other great backgrounds. Look at this blue and white. Super fun. So you could use them just as backgrounds together. or add them to your next project. And then in a different texture, I didn't bring all the colors that we have of this one. This is just a little bit of an ink splatter here. This was a Bonnie and Camille. We have red, the aqua. I think there's a gray and a green as well. So just lots and lots and lots of amazing, amazing fabrics. So you'll want to either come in sooner than later, or you can just hop to our sales section of our website and poke through there. Lots of great things that are in that sale area. And we are committed to be able to continue to share great things with you. So if you think this is a great idea, which so far a lot of you have thought that, make sure to keep letting us know or scoop it up, and then we'll know for sure to be able to keep doing that in the future as supply becomes available. So lots of great new things have been coming into the shop, both in that section as well as just general. I think we had a couple of weeks where we had very little come in, but oh my goodness, we've had boxes and boxes. Our regular UPS guy has been on vacation, and so the new UPS guy, they don't even give him a cart, and so poor guy has just had to haul in the boxes, and so we're giving him a workout, and he now has a new appreciation for fabric. All right, so let me take a peek at my notes here. Next, I want to tell you about something that's not new in terms of fabric, but a new program that's kicking off. For those of you that have been following along with Julie Herman, she is starting her telescope quilt-along. And we still have the great Julie Herman trunk show in store in our front foyer. You're going to want to be able to stop in so you can check that out. She is starting her online quilt-along for Telescope, and let me just share that picture with you for that beautiful quilt. It's this one right here. So you can see that it uses the Everglow fabric, which we have right here, and it uses a pattern called Telescope, which is available in either the queen or king size, the throw or queen size, as well as it uses some fabrics. So we have kits here available in store for you to be able to hop into her quilt-along, which starts any day now. All you need to do to play along with that is get the Telescope pattern. It's $12 for this pattern, which is available features the lap and queen size. The lap is 56 by 72. Queen is 97 by 96. And the kit is so super easy. It is for the throw size. It's a fat quarter bundle of Everglow and the neon True Color dots and stripes. And the queen size is the half yard size, okay? For the background, if you wanted the official kit, you use the Fairy Flake and ink, and then the black and white 10 stripe as the binding. However, if you had wanted to choose to do a white background or wanted to do something more multicolored or even just a different color altogether, you have the flexibility to do that. She will be featuring her fussy cut shapes in the quilt-along as well, and we do have those in stock for your immediate shopping needs, as well as all of her other rulers. So we have her Hexenmore Sidekick, Super Sidekick, Mini Hexenmore, and the fussy cut shapes, all in stock, all ready to go. So if you wanted to be playing along, just know you can pick those items up here. My only other Tula talk that I have today is sharing that Queen of Diamonds will be starting very, very soon. So what is the Queen of Diamonds? If you have not seen it before, it is all the rage on social media these days, and there is a year-long project that features English paper piecing. We have kits that are available here that we'll be shipping here, and then we also will be having the standalone patterns, paper pieces, and templates, okay? So we are going to be having all of that available, ready to go for the Quilt Along Kickoff, which is the beginning of June. Things are going to start trickling in any day now, which is super exciting. If you were still interested and haven't talked to me about this yet, let me know, because I know a bunch of you are just going to be playing along with your own stash. None of this is new fabric. It's been using fabric that has been available over the past couple years, as well as the new Everglow that is available. So if you collect all sorts of amazing Tula fabrics, or you wanted to use some of the super exciting out of print fabrics that you have in your possession, or you just want to use any other fabrics. I think Colleen, she had come in and we decided together that we're helping her pick out a different kit altogether based on what she likes to look at and what she likes to work on. So just let me know if that was something you still wanted more information from us about. Whew, all sorts of great things to talk about today. So should we look at what's behind me? So what's behind me is not shared with you. I think it was last year, year before, and that had featured a Stay Gold panel from Ruby Star Society, and it was a free and downloadable pattern. Ruby Star Society just came out with a new panel, and they call it the Patchwork Panel. That's a project with purpose. It is super cool. It has lots of, let me just make sure that I'm in the screen. Oh, this way. Lots of different great motifs. I'm going to have Frank come out here, and he's going to share that with us. Okay, so you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 20 amazing squares here. It is a 36-inch repeat panel, so these are 9-inch blocks, okay? They might be a little bit smaller. Now, if you framed it out, you'd get to see the designer's names. So you can see that here's Rashida, this is Kimberly, this is Alexia, Sarah, Melody Miller there. So each of them have all the different artists in there have art. You can leave it whole or you can cut it up. Now, if you cut it up, Frank is going to step aside. This pattern, the Stay Gold pattern, has been recolored, and I'm going to share that pattern with you. It is called the Patchwork Panel Quilt, a free and downloadable pattern that I have a link available to you. This panel is available. That's on the front page of our website. It is $12.99 for the panel. I'm going to grab that link for you too. Okay, and you could make this quilt. So this quilt, I believe, was fat quarters, sashing, and the panel. You use only 12 of the squares in the one we made. In the full version, it does use, it's a 5x5, so it's a larger quilt that goes 25, has 25 different blocks in it. So you are using some fabric as well. So I wanted to share with you that we do have a lot of really amazing fabrics that would go together super well in order to round out the quilt using the updated panel. Some of the newer collections that I have seen in there, so we have the Camellia was the teacup, and we have a lot of different yardage there for that. We still have some Reading Nook available. This line, this was a sleeper line. I did not know how fast this line would go. It's been just crazy. So this is one of the linen cats that has been there. We still have quite a few different collections of whole manufacturer towers of different Ruby Star collections, both of ones that we've had as well as ones that we didn't get in. So Whatnot by Rashida. We have Tomato by Kimberly Kite, and the tomato had been in one of them. I just brought over some different ones. We have the Great Yoga Ladies in fabric. The bottom one here, that was Tomato. We have, so just all sorts of really great fabrics that we do have in stock that would coordinate with all of these so that you could make a beautiful quilt. So that is our patchwork panel. We do have Sunbeam, an upcoming collection coming in as well. So if you were interested in those panels, you will want to scoop them up sooner than later. Limited edition, and we received our 30 panels. That's all that we're going to be getting. No more are available for us to get. So, and they're out of stock. So not all quilt shops have been shipped yet because of how they released this fabric. There was a little bit of confusion if it was ordered with Sunbeam, which ours was. Shops are first receiving it starting next week, okay? But we were really confused and concerned because we started getting lots of calls from you, and we wanted to make sure that we weren't skipped over. So Moda took care of us and rushed to make sure that we had our allotment so that we could sell it to you. Yay, Moda. So I don't know if you're going to be happy or sad, but now we're in the time of year where we're getting a lot of holiday fabric. So I already shared with you a couple weeks ago some of the Halloween fabric that we got in so far. I have an amazing, amazing fabric line to share with you called Christmas Eve by Lella Boutique. Super pretty. It has some great patterns as well. It is a gorgeous line. We are still waiting on some of the pre-cuts. I have the whole collection, including the pre-cuts. They're currently showing out of stock on the front of our website. They're really not in yet, okay? So don't think that anyone scooped them up yet. We just haven't gotten them in.
Which ones are you looking for?
The Christmas Eve.
They're on their way.
They are on their way, okay. So but they do show sold out on the website. They are not sold out. We just don't receive them in our system until they're actually here, in case of something, you know, heaven forbid, someone stole them from a truck or something crazy like that. But let's take a peek at the fabrics. So there are 35 fabrics in this line, and oh, aren't these pretty? So I know we have one or more customers who just have been sad that we haven't carried a lot of Lella Boutique fabric, and I hope that you're super happy that we have this line. So some great things here. This is a white on white, fa la la, nice stripes and dots. A little bit of holly on those leaves. You know, these florals here really do not speak super holiday. I love the plaid. Get into the gray, these taupey grays. Super pretty. I'm going to run out of room here, so I'm just going to stack on top. So I know that it might seem early for this fabric, but keep in mind, you know, it takes a while for us to get it in, for us to make our samples for you to think about what you want to make for the holidays, for you to acquire the fabric, and then for you to make it. So this is the gorgeous fabric. So remember I said in our sale room we were getting, you know, lots of great things that work together, like even this red here. So this red, new for the sale room, it works beautifully. I said we had some flower pot in the sale room, a previous Lella Boutique line. These gray greens, right on, translate, work super, super well. Even the Love Note, which are pieces that had come in, would work well. The theme a little bit different, but depending on how you pulled it, you could have parts work super well across the way. Like these greens, boom, that could work really, really great with it. So this is Christmas Eve by Lella Boutique. Now what can you do with it? Well, we are going to be sharing with you over the next month or so some projects, but you know, some of you have been waiting for this fabric, and I need you to know that we have it so that you can get it from us. And this is sure to fly out of here soon. So there are some super cute patterns that I picked up that I want you to be able to see. And Frank, let's look overhead. She has her pattern Saint Nick. Let's see if we can get it without the glare here. So these are giant blocks, and I love, love, love this little Santa head here with little holly berries and leaves in between. And then she has her reindeer crossing. Now she had released both of these at Market last year, so some people had picked these patterns up and made them for Christmas last year with different fabrics, but the fabrics that are featured in the pattern are actually this year's Christmas fabrics. And I believe there also is a version of the pattern that kind of combines the two. So if there's a pattern of hers that you need us to get that we don't have, we'd be more than happy to get them. The other thing I am super excited for is the Giving Season, which is a mini charm pack pillow project. So we have this project pattern in the store for $4, available for you on beautiful glossy paper, all ready to go. This is a free and downloadable pattern that I have a link for you, and here is the link right there. Okay, so the link of this is the Giving Season pattern if you had wanted to download it. We are getting the mini charm packs. Typically we get in, I mean, how many come in a pack, Frank, like 12 or 24? And we're getting 96 of these because this is going to be super amazing. So of course you can use your scraps or whatever, but we know that this is going to be a fantastic pattern for this whole season. So you can either turn it into a table topper that is 16.5. You could make it bigger. You could put a whole bunch of these squares together in a larger quilt, or you could make a pillow. And we do have pillow forms in the 16-inch size, and we'll be talking in future weeks about how that all goes together. All right, so hopping over to the comments here, I see, so Linda's asking, and this is a really great question. So Linda is super excited about our sale room new things, and she wants to know, are they first quality or are they seconds? And that is an excellent, excellent, excellent question, Linda. So to date, we have only brought in first quality fabrics, and whether they're full price or sale price. So Moda happened to have an overstock sale of things that had been overstocked. So, you know, the past 3 years have been a little bit crazy with inventory in the quilt industry. And at the point that all of the stuff we'd been waiting for caught up with all the stuff we had been ordering, there was a little bit of a hiccup. And so we're able to take care of or take advantage of some of that overstock and share it with you. So we hope that you enjoy it. And so those type of overstock opportunities aren't always available, but when they are and we are able to, we want to be able to pass those savings on to you. Okay. So any other questions that you have, just feel free to ask me. I like how we're able to keep this interactive so that we can just, you know, we can have a conversation and be able to stay in touch and all those special things. So just like, you know, you're asking me questions, things like that, if there's different things that you need, let me know either in the comments here or just by questions. If there's things that you see that you need to have, oftentimes it is easier to select shop and have them set for pickup or shipping, because of course we ship every day. But I would be more than happy if you just wanted, if you needed to message me or you preferred to send me an email or such, and then we just fill in order of receipt that way. Okay, let's see, what else can I share with you today? So we have one full line that is non-holiday today that I'm going to share with you. And Frank, I have something on the printer. Can you just pop that over to me? So Wild Cottage is a fabric line by Holly Zollinger from Figo Fabrics. And we're going to share here that beautiful fabric. It's a little bit contemporary, and we put it in the store right next to the Ruby Star fabric because we think color-wise it goes really, really well together. So the Art Gallery, Figo, and Ruby Stars all together, just playing with each other in the center room right now. So Frank, let's look overhead. So look at this. So it's, as I said, the line is called Wild Cottage, and it's this super on-trend sage and this deep kind of dark. It's a navy, but it is like an olive navy, if that makes sense. Some great geometrics in here. Look at these cute geese. These are geese, right? Or ducks? We don't know. They're something. They're cute. We have them in different color here, and then really nice how this all plays together, okay? So from a, how do the colors all work together? I'm just hopping over quick to the fabric wall. One of the things that I'm able to do, since I'm have you right in the main sales floor here. Okay, so here is some Art Gallery fabric. You can see how this really plays well together. And this is some Ruby Star. This hits it really well as well. So really liking to build that story so that things work together and you can stay on trend. So what can you do with these fabrics? Well, we have a few project ideas for you, and let me share those with you. We have, let me quick add these images here for a couple quilts that we can take a peek at. So Figo partners with some for purchase patterns rather than free and downloadable patterns. And so it's great to see how patterns can be used, whether it is free and downloadable or for purchase. So the first project idea that I'm going to share with you here, this is, let me just look at my cheat sheet here. This is called Star Lake by the pattern designer Blanket Statement. And I'm going to also put on here so I'm going to put the FIGO page that has reference to the source of these patterns if you are interested. And then I'm also going to put the link to our website so that you can purchase these fabrics or spy at them a little bit closer, because that's just so beautiful. So the Star Lake pattern, you can see, is made up of a whole bunch of half square triangles, and I love how those half square triangles have a great placement there and how you get this alternate design. It is a 72-inch square fabric or pattern quilt, 72-inch square quilt. And of course, if you had wanted to turn it into a oblong quilt instead of a square quilt, you could just go ahead and add a top and bottom border to that. That works really, really well for turning any square into a rectangle. Here's a link here. So in the collection, there are 14 different fabrics. Our fat quarter tower is $45.50. If you had needed a half yard or yard bundle, we'd be more than happy to custom cut that for you. Other quilts that go really well with this collection, let's take a peek at those. We have Happy Stripes. So Happy Stripes is a pattern designed by, look at my cheat sheets here, by Quilty Love. It also kind of reminds me of one of Doug Lico's patterns. So where you have strips there and then a connector corner on the side, that could go, so you can see how that works really well. It is a 56 by 64 inch pattern. Next up, I think this is my favorite pattern of the grouping. And this one here is called the Penny Quilt, and it is designed by Kitchen Table Quilting. I'm not quite sure how this is constructed, but I would guess that you have that block, that it's a block like this that's set on point, and that when you put 4 of them together, you just turn them so they become this really interesting alternate, like Moroccan tile design or such. I just made that up in terms of what it is. It's not a Moroccan tile, just made it up. Then we have one final inspiration idea from the FIGO page, and this one is called Ripple by Lou Orth Designs, and this is another interesting use of how half square triangles can appear when you place them in an interesting design. So something as simple as half square triangles can be made to look very complex simply by how you arrange it. So I hope that you found the project inspiration inspiring, and that you might have another exciting use for how you can use the wild cottage fabric together. Of course, a 14-pack like this could also be used with any of our 12-pack patterns, where you just choose your 12 favorite, or you maybe just mix up the fabric a little bit and you can still use it in the same size quilt. Next up, we have, oh, this has been a fabric line that people have been waiting for. So local fabric designer Stephanie Slewinski from Fancy That Design House, she has done it again. And I don't know, somewhere along the way, people may have asked me if we were getting in this line, Good News, Great Joy. And I might have said no, just because I was simply confused at all of the amazing fabric that we had coming in. Well, don't worry. In fact, not only are we getting it, we have it in stock. I'm going to quick go over to the side and I'm going to pick up the fabric. We also got the pre-cuts for it, and there's great panels, we have kits, we have tea towels. Oh my goodness, we just have all this amazing stuff I want to show you. And we do have fat quarter towers and half yard bundles already made up. So let's take a peek overhead at this gorgeous fabric. So I'm going to start with our light fabrics. So in Stephanie's stylings here, very modern. I don't know if it's modern prairie, if that's the right term. And this here, this is a white on cream, which could go with her line or other lines. Have an angel there. So there are some religious motifs in Stephanie's designs, which is actually very refreshing for themes like Christmas. And this year for her theme, it is, she did go dark with this, and I love this coloration here. I think the dark background might be my favorite colorway that she has. So we have some all over prints, and then we have some directional prints. I know we've had a little bit of discussion about directional prints on this show. This fabric will go fast as well. Really beautiful. And I think the contemporary component to it is not so contemporary that it's not relatable. I think it is very relatable. So we have it available in fat quarters. So this line is 34 fabrics, base fabrics. The fat quarter tower is $110.50. If you need more, you know, you need half yards. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. I think I just need this so I can put it on my shelf and look at it because it's so pretty. So the half yard tower, $221. And of course, if you would like us to tie up a yard bundle for you, or, you know, a 5-yard bundle, I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Just let me know. I'm here for you. I got you covered. We have the pre-cuts for this line already in stock. I'm going to hop over to my little cheat shelf to be able to get them to share with you. And then we'll also look at the panel as well as the great tea towels that come with it. So let's take a peek at the panel first. So the panel has some Christmas joy. So the name of the line is Good News, Great Joy. And Frank is going to come over to help me. So it's a 24-inch repeat panel. So that means that these are 12-inch blocks, okay? There's a lot of room to be able to fussy cut, to square up. So I love that she gave us some space here. And then at the bottom, I'm going to just lift up this up here. At the bottom, we have ornaments. So you could use them as ornaments. You could turn them into, oh, I don't know, little, you could be creative, turn them into gift bags. You could also do some sort of interesting applique on something. And so definitely a little bit of that spiritual twist on here, but very appropriate for this fabric line, and it's just so gorgeous and beautiful. So we have the panel in stock. The panel works spectacularly well with a specific pattern, and the kit for this particular quilt is the Good News Great Joy that includes, just pop this open here so we can see it, the Christmas Chapel. So the Christmas Chapel pattern here, where you have 5 different chapels, and then the chapels are in the pines. So really nice. You have the panel in there, everything that you need to make the quilt top and binding. All you need to do is pick up a back for that. The quilt finishes 62 by 62, and you would then need a little bit less than 4 yards for backing. Excuse me. Okay, so we have there's just all sorts of fabric dust everywhere. So we were talking about that, how we just keep chopping up the fabric, and it's like a whole thing, keeping up with all of the fabric dust, because we just keep making it every single day, all the time. With this fabric line, we also have layer cakes, jelly rolls, and charm packs. They work super well. Oh, about the dust, Sherry says, I've got you covered, haha, for a quilt shop. Ba-dum-bum. So thank you, Sherry. Should join me here, maybe we'll have our own little, own little show going on here. All right, what else do we have? We have really great tea towels. So Frank's coming back over. I'm going to grab a link to the fabric line for us on on our page. So there are 3 different tea towels in here, and let's just make sure that we're in screen, Frank. Yep, perfect. And they do have the religious theme as well. So they come 3 to a pack, and the packs are, just going to reach the packaging right over here. The pack is $23.99, so that is $8 a tea towel, which for these beautiful decorative tea towels, that's actually a really great price. If you've been shopping in stores for different gift items, you'll see that that's a great value. So depending, you can grab them for yourself. You can buy the set, split them up into 3 gifts, or do one really great gift. Okay. You can grab the next one, Frank. The next one's right here. And I'm just going to grab that link. Oh, such beautiful colors. One of the other things that you can do with the tea towel, and I don't know if any of you have done this, is that you can use the towel actually as a centerpiece in your quilt. Beautiful. I just love the colors in the collection this year. So some of you might ask, how do the colors go with last year? And Frank, take a peek over, change the view so we can look overhead. And I'm just going to bring a piece or 2 from last year so you can see how everything plays together, because I know some of you collect lots of her fabric. And we can see how it plays. So last year, she did go into a couple, I would say, less traditional colors. But overall, I think it will play well. So there's some gold in last year, so we don't see the gold in the feature pieces this year. The cream, this is just spot on, because this green is just, it's there. You have this here, and this red, spot on. This color here will work with it, okay? So you're not seeing this all over the place. You see it as an accent color, this background as an accent color, but you're not seeing it as prominent as this gray, or sorry, this green and the red and this lighter aqua-y, teal-y blue, okay? So will work super well together. So that is really cool. I love it when Moda works with Moda. All right, so that is, and now for Fancy That Design Houses project inspiration, let's take a peek at that. So we already saw the Christmas chapel pattern, and that is available as a standalone pattern as well. We also can get 2 additional standalone patterns that we don't have available in the shop right now, but we are, if you let us know if you need us to get it. Stephanie has done new pillow bundle this year, so where she has released 4 different large scale blocks that you can put as a pillow, or you could do it as a table topper or as a wall hanging. You're using a panel in 2 of the different designs here, as you can see. And then the other pattern is a throw quilt or wall hanging, and it is a tree with patchwork borders on it. And this one is called Good News Great Joy Quilt. So really nice. And of course, this fabric would also work just beautifully with your favorite other patchwork designs to make gorgeous quilts. Whew, lots of great fabrics. Any questions so far? So for those of you that play along on social media, just in general, you know that all of the fabric companies are showing me fabrics right now for not this coming season, but the season like after it, so 6 months from now. And it's really fun being able to see a lot of them. So now what the fabric designers have been doing, and they've been doing this now for, oh goodness, pretty much the past 3 years, is they now are sharing with you what I'm able to order so that I can bring it in for you. So if there are things that we see, just make sure to pop me a note, tag me on those social media posts to be able to see those, because I'm not always able to spend as much time seeing different things, you know, as there's just so much amazing stuff to look at and see. One of the fun things that Moda specifically does is that they send me these really cool boxes. So every release, every fabric release, they send me a little goodie box, okay? So in the goodie box, so Frank, let's just take we're gonna have a mini unboxing here of the kind of happy mail that I get. So it's called Moda Mail. And this here is featuring artwork from Collections for a Cause etchings. It's by Howard Marcus and 3 sisters, benefiting the Parkinson's Foundation. And in here, there's all sorts of really amazing things. So I get a sample of the upcoming fabric line. And if this looks familiar to some of you, that's because it does look familiar of previous 3 sisters collections that have been revised and are going to be re-released this fall. So Mr. Dunn and his 2 sons are on the cover here, and just look at this. Oh my goodness, such pretty fabric. So we have some great design inspiration for what we can do with this. So they have, they're looking at bringing the old and making it modern. I have some really interesting ideas for how we're going to be using this come this coming fall into the new year, as this is a really fun traditional thing. So let me know if you are all in, because this is really amazing. And you know, I just saw that Doug from Antler Quilt Designs, he just released his new block of the month, and I was thinking that that could be super fun as with his fabrics as well. We are planning already for Project Jelly Roll in September, and there are 4 amazing new free patterns that I'll be sharing with you for Project Jelly Roll. So that is exciting. You'll be seeing news about that coming up. I even have some stickers that I'll be able to share with you. Fun, fun, fun. And just all sorts of really great things for me to look at so that I can figure out how to share stuff with you. So as I'm seeing things and as you're seeing things, make sure to ask so that I know what I need to look at to be able to help curate the selection for you. So Nancy wants to know if I'm going to be getting Favorite Things by Sherry and Chelsea. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I will be able to, so is that one that I've already would have ordered in the in-between? I'm just quick scanning, or was that one that was just shared right now? And I'm just looking, Sherry and Chelsea, that's not in this. So I would have already ordered it if I have it on order. And Frank's trying to do some magic, which we may or may not be able to share. If we don't have that answer, I'll be able to respond to you after the program. For other manufacturers of things that we have seen, be assured that yes, we absolutely have ordered Besties by Tula Pink, and we ordered that right away, right as it was released. We got like a bazillion yards, just like we've been getting a bazillion yards of everything. I also wanted to share with you that while we still have some Everglow in stock, we did a full reorder of that collection and are getting backup inventory of that, which will be coming in June. Speaking of June, we are getting ready and are super psyched for the Wisconsin State Shop Hop, which starts June 1st. I haven't shown any of those projects to you yet, but we do have some really special projects that we have available in store, and our fabric will be available for you to purchase starting June 1st. So that will be not only in store, but on our website. We will have bundles as well as separate yardage. We do have all of it available for you. We didn't just pick and choose a few different items. And we also have the coordinating Bella Solids that go with the Gorgeous line. So super, super fun and exciting there. I think I have shown you all of the amazing things that I have to show you. We continue to collect for our Books Ahead book bag campaign. The next pickup will be the last Saturday of the month, which is Memorial Day weekend. So that is May 27th. So if you're working on that, we continue to accept those book bags. And if you follow along on our Facebook group, you'll see some of the great work and some of the great distribution that has already been done in the greater Milwaukee area for this program with book bags that you have helped make. Next Friday night, so on May 19th, we will be doing our next Skinny Bolt sale. So Skinny Bolt sale, if you haven't joined us, we will be doing, I think this is our third one that we're doing, and my sister has joined me so far. We have taken short bolt ends and from both the clearance area as well as the sale area, as well as the regular priced area, and share them with you at a great price. Sometimes there might be some excess kits or bundles that also need to go, and this particular month we are going to be sharing with you wide back shorts as well as cuddle shorts. So that is super, super exciting that they're going to be available for you on the show. We have a special Friday evening show, so that will be May 19th at 7 p.m. You are able to simply log on to our website if you're not able to join us for the full program to be able to see all of our offerings. And because they are bolt ends, most of them are one each items. Anything that's left after the show will be available in store as well as on our website until they're gone. So super exciting. Fabric overload. Oh my goodness. And let's see. It should be coming out. So I will check on all of those other comment lines or comments that you have so that I can make sure to answer them more fully and provide links to everything that you need, including the temperature link. I don't have the temperature link handy, but Deb, I'll make sure that that's included for you. All right. Any other questions? I will make sure to check the comments afterwards, and we'll be in the store tomorrow from 9:30 to 5:30, Saturday from 9 to 4, closed Sunday, Monday, and we hope all of you who are celebrating Mother's Day have a very, very special Mother's Day, either celebrating yourself, celebrating your mother, celebrating mothers in the world, and having some time to be able to spend being creative and taking time for yourself. We really appreciate you joining us. Tune in every Thursday night. Follow our Facebook channel as well as our YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to that YouTube channel so that you never miss a video. You can also watch all of our previous content on there. Binge watch us hours on end on our YouTube channel if you wish. Until next week, happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.